Yo, what's up everybody, and it's your boy Herf here, back on the Duel Entertainment channel, and today we got the top 5 ladder techs that I expect to see in July. So like, basically these are techs for the ladder. They're not going to be staples, so staples are like Floodgate, Canadia, Tretch, all that kind of stuff. So these cards are like, cards that you may have stopped thinking about that are still really freaking good. So, without further ado, let's jump straight in to it. And so my number one pick, or I mean they're not in any particular order, but so I guess the first pick is Herald of the Abyss. So most people are like, Herf, why? This card sucks. Well, this card actually really doesn't suck. So you have to pay 1500 life points to send any monster your opponent controls, basically. So you declare a monster and a type, monster type and attribute that your opponent, and then your opponent must send one face-up monster with the declared type and attribute from the field to the grave. So what that is really nice for is that you get to pay 1500 life points, which procs a lot of skills and Duel Links, as well as you get to have non-targeting removal. So why that's important is because stuff like Lunalights is like pretty prevalent on the ladder, just in general, as well as just like problematic monsters that you want to get rid of before you pop off. Maybe you want to get rid of that, Heartbeat Lady, just get him out of here and then pop off. So I mean, in general, like, it's just not a bad card, even if you don't need like non-targeting removal, but then his bonus is like non-targeting removal, if that makes sense. So like, it's just good overall. It's a really strong card. Procs a lot of skills, like I said, and yeah, if you have it, maybe you consider playing it. Anyways, next card, Forbidden Chalice. So Forbidden Chalice is really strong, just because it's a negate, like literally just being a monster negate. So if you don't have Fiendish Chain, Forbidden Chalice is like the next best thing. Like, this thing is actually, a lot of people actually consider this maybe a little bit better than Fiendish Chain because it's a quick play spell, so you can activate it like when you draw it instead of having to wait until the next turn. So like, if you're facing Gaia and you like draw into this, right? If they try to pop you with their Gaia, you can just Chalice them. You know what I mean? So it's really nice being able to play through stuff that, or like the Harpy, Cyber Slash Harpy or whatever. So when they go to bounce, you can just chain Chalice, and then they actually do not get to bounce anymore. So it's doubles as protection as well as disruption, as well as can actually help you offense because it gives you 400 attack. You never know when you're gonna need 400 attack. So just in general, it has a lot of versatility, and it's very generic. So I think in general, like, this is a really strong card. If you're looking for more back row options, maybe you don't have something like Fiendish Chain or Book of Moon and stuff like that. This is kind of like if you took Book of Moon and Fiendish Chain and like put them together. This is what you would get. So next card, Wall of Disruption. So on the ladder, there is nothing better than battle traps, especially like Wall of Disruption or Drowning Mirror Force, right? So last time I had Drowning Mirror Force on here, this time I'm gonna put Wall of Disruption. They're basically the same thing, in my opinion. I mean, they're not exactly the same thing, obviously, but Wall of Disruption is absolutely goated on the ladder. If you have this and you're like considering like more back row spots, if you don't have all of the top meta back row options, this thing is absolutely nuts on the ladder. Like, people will always swing into it. It doesn't matter. Like, they see a back row, they can't see traps, dude. They just swing, and then you just win. Like, it's that simple. Like, not that many people have MST and stuff like that, and not many people actually care about playing around back row. They will literally just swing, and it's free games. Like, it's actually free wins. If you play this card, your opponent will just give you free wins. It's that simple. Because like competitive players, they'll have stuff like MST, Cosmic Cyclone, even like Galaxy Cyclone. But a lot of times on ladder, people either they can't draw into it every time, or they don't realize that they should destroy it, or C, they just don't like have it. So like I said, free wins, and even if they do have that card and then they pop this one, that means they're not popping something else, right? So it's just like a very good option, I guess, is what I'm trying to get across here. So definitely consider putting this in your deck on the ladder. Next card is Hallowed Life Barrier. So this card is really strong on the ladder because you just discard one card and then all of your monsters are immune from destruction, as well as you don't take any battle damage. So the hardest thing about playing on ladder is that it's like kind of a sack fest, right? So this card is literally like the best anti-sack card in the game. Like, they can't Hatronade it, even though Hatronade is getting banned, whatever. They can't MST it, really, because, like, if they MST it, then you just chain. So if this card, they would have to, like, negate the trap. So they'd have to have, like, Shien, and even if they're about to make a Shien, you just make this before they make it. You know what I mean? So, in general, there's not really any excuse why you should be getting sacked if you have this card, unless, like, you went second and they popped it, right? But if you go first with this card, you're going to live. You're going second, basically. So if you're having a hard time staying alive, or you really like discard traps, so like if you're playing something like Shiranui, if you're playing, Blue Eyes, stuff like that, just play this card. Even, okay, so with Dragoonides getting fully unlimited, I would consider playing Hollow Life Barrier in Dragoonides. And this is because you want to go second. You cannot go first. So you're going first option, you just play this card and then discard, whatever's not your combo, and then you get to go second, basically. I mean, it's that simple. So I don't know. It's not like the best option, right? But it's just a pretty strong tech, I would say. So last but not least, we have Ultimate Providence. I think this will always be like the best trap card on the ladder. I know I said Wall of Disruption or whatever is really good, but Ultimate Providence being so versatile for being a counter trap is absolutely nuts. So when a spell, trap, or monster effect is activated, discard the same type, and then negate the activation. This being a counter trap is absolutely nuts, because it makes it like almost impossible for the opponent to play around it. Like, you literally just have to, I mean, if you have this card, your opponent is kind of screwed, because if they try to MST it, you could negate the MST, but like it forces the MST on it. Otherwise, you get, like I said, you get to negate a monster or spell or whatever. So if they have any kind of combo, you can negate any part of their combo if you have the same type in your hand. So if you know what you're going against, you can kind of set up for that. And this is really strong in, like discard decks like Shiranui or Blue Eyes. However, this card really, I've seen people use it in pretty much anything, just because, like I said, it is so strong that I don't know how this isn't on the semi-limit list, honestly. This card is extremely strong and always becomes a problem at one point or another, so definitely take advantage of it not being on the semi-limited list. But anyways, I'm about to head on out of here, guys, so I'll catch you guys in another video. Make sure you check out the Discord, as well as the Twitch, as well as all the other channels. Hit the like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of fun stuff. Get in the Discord, like I said, join the tournaments, check out Rye on the Twitch, and yeah, I think I'm out of here, so I'll see you guys later.